Hello. Right. Let's see if I can find some comments and stuff. Here we go. Hi, Alison. Down a little bit. Just drop me a comment or a like when you join in. Please excuse the state of my table. I'm just hoping there isn't another crafter lunch. I had a slightly disastrous one earlier in which my ink blending brushes got wet. Hi, Maxine. Yeah, so I've been drying out the blue and the purple one. So how are we all? Hi, Lynn. Yes, I managed to knock over my water pot. Hi, Moira. I'm just half expecting to find more puddles, if I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it wasn't good. Serves me right for trying to lift things up, move things around with water in the way. So this is my blog post for today. I suppose no. What date is it? No, next week it'll be the new challenge. So I suppose I could include a bit of that tonight. Oh, Moira. Oh, bless you. I hope you're all right. I know yes, one of my friends dropped his Stanley knife and tried to catch it, which is not the right thing to do. That is good. That is good that you still have a finger. Hi, Dominique. Yeah, I didn't think about this well enough, did I, Alison? Yeah, it is tricky. Anyway, I suppose I can get started, can't I? Yes, this is my blog post for today, and if you look really carefully, I don't know if you can see, I used the one of the Stardust, is it Stardust? I think it's Stardust sparkle pen Jelly Roll one out of the Jelly Roll Moonlight pens, And I don't know if you can see this, the sparkle on these leaves here. You see that? And I put some more around these leaves here. Yeah, don't know if you can see that at all. I don't know. I'm not picking it up, am I? Never mind. Oh, yeah, I did manage it a little bit. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, it's very subtle, that sparkle. I'll have to be less subtle doing some of the sparkle. So, I did put a post in the group earlier and suggested people leave a comment or whatever about things that they'd like me to show. And I don't think anybody put anything, so I'm just going to go with the flow. And I've got out, actually, my black journal, because I've got an idea. This has got various things in it that are a bit sparkly. And I've already done one cutout in this one, but I thought I might do another cutout. Some of these pages are very sparkly. Gosh, very, very sparkly. Right, let me just give it a wipe. That's better. Right. So I am. I'll get that out there. There we go. I'm going to do. I'm going to use some of the Catalyst collage papers on this page, but I thought I'd do like a frame on this page using some of the stamps and then cut out the middle bit. I thought that might be something different to do. Okay. So, earlier on today, the other day, not today, I obviously did the pumpkins, stamped the pumpkins, and I noticed this rainbow style stamp. I need to hold it over something that's not black. There we go. So this, can you see that all right? That rainbow style stamp there, which I thought would make a really good border around the edge, and then I could cut out around it fairly easily. So I thought I'd do that and then stick the papers underneath. And I might even use some sparkly paints to paint it when I've done. So I think I'll use my Super Skinny Slim. And also, I think I'm going to emboss it. So I'll just use, that's my, what do you call it, anti-static. And then I'm using, oops, excuse me, Versamark ink on these here rainbowy type stamps. And I think I'll start off by going down here. Now, I might have made a mistake there because I started right at the top, but I've not thought this out in great detail yet. And I've just realised I also haven't put the PowerPoint on. So I shall have to go and do that in a second. Right, I'm going to sprinkle that with clear embossing powder first. I'll put the lid on me because I've done that before. I've managed to cover my embossing ink with embossing powder on the pad. Right. It's just a little bit I didn't catch there. Let me just... There we go. There we go. So I shall pop that back in the pot. And then we'll get this heated up. Right. Hi, Beth. There we go. Right, I think that's almost there. Just a little bit more up at that top edge. There we go. That's done. Now, next I shall turn the page round and we'll do the same along this edge, and then I'll see how much space is left, whether I can just do like 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom, or whether I have to mask anything. Or okay. And there's just the one at the bottom. There we go. And we'll do the same with this edge. I think I'm just being so messy today. It's one of those days. If I'm going to craft, it will be messy. Okay, so onto this edge now. This is probably going to curl slightly, but it's because it's that side of the page. I took this top end that's not on yet. I do need a bigger piece of paper. You're absolutely right. It was just there, so I used that one. I think I need to plan better, to be honest. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect fit. Right. So, last bit. And then I'll get the lid back on this pot so I don't spill that everywhere as well. There we go. Ooh. Scissors. Right. Last little bit. Take the wind, Bev. It's funny, isn't it, how you sometimes find that, you know, you get an idea and you try a stamp out and it actually does it perfectly. I vaguely remember doing that with, I think it was some of the worker stamps on the journaling girls, that I just used the easy frame circle, and then they just fit perfectly around the edge of the easy frame circle. Right, just making sure I've only got one sheet of paper there, and then I'm going to get my big knife. I'm just going to do some cuts in it like that, and I can get my scissors in there because I don't trust myself to do it with a knife. I probably could, but yeah, not live on air, not the day that I'm having. Yes. I was all set to make my sister-in-law's birthday card and then managed to tip water all over the place and wet my ink blending brushes. So yeah, plan Z is in the process of happening with it now. Okay, this doesn't have to be particularly accurate or perfect in any way. It's fine. Okay, so that's one bit. Move that out of the way now. I'm hoping I've got this on camera all right, and I'm not off the edge anywhere, and that you can't see my nose sticking out under or the top of my head. That sometimes happens. that's another bit out. This is definitely one of those occasions where you want to turn the paper, but you can't really, not very successfully, but it's okay. It's not hard to cut them out. It's just, I can neaten it up as well later. It's not, it'll be easier to do once I've got that bit off there as well. In fact, I might just cut across there like that. Then I can go in and get a bit more detail. Hi, Gillian. Nearly there now. Just neaten up this corner here. So I haven't looked yet this week at the challenge folder. I'm hoping there's plenty in there. Our challenge finishes at midnight on Friday. So if you're thinking about entering, please do. It's quite an easy one this time to use paint. Any sort of paint. It can be gesso, it can be watercolours, it can be acrylic paint, whatever you have. And it might just be that you can dig out that paint that you've been meaning to have a go with and try out for a little while, so you can put it through its paces and have a go. There we go. So that's my frame. And then under here we will add some of the Catalyst collage papers. So I'm just having a think for a minute. I have been probably overusing the most recent ones. Don't know. I'm wondering actually about going back to the September ones. Where's the little box down here? Because I'm thinking maybe we look at something like this underneath. I'll have to trim off a bit of that edge. Oh, I'm liking that. Okay, my paper trimmer. So these are the Wing Whispers Catalyst collage papers. Don't know if you can see that. Okay. Right. Let's try that much to start off with and then see if I need to trim any more. I might need a little bit more of this edge actually. Just a fraction more. There we go. I like that. That is good. That's worked nicely. So for now, I'm just going to fold that over. I think we'll do a little bit of work on this one, which I'll do off the page and then stick it in. Okay. So, first of all, I'm going to add some stamping around the edge bit. There we go, this is what I'm looking for. I knew I've got them out on the table. So this is the Journaling Essentials 9, which is one of my favourites at the minute. You probably noticed. So I'm just going to add some black ink onto the Catalyst collage papers. There we go. Then I think some of the larger spots also in black. Finding the whole set really useful, really useful. I think some of these, because I don't. This is such a lovely stamp. Okay, and then just a few of the dotty ones, I think. These ones. And just small dots. Just add a little bit more just here. There we go. So I think I'm happy with that. So our next job, I'll turn it over and pop some catalyst collage medium, matte medium on it. Okay. And then lift our book back in, pop it down on the page. And if we look with that within that frame there, I think that looks really good, like that. Okay, so now I think I'm going to use something sparkly. Trying to think what I've got that's sparkly. So I think I know. I've got various sprays. I know. I'll use some of the distress spritz. Check those out on black, I think. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully, somewhere here, I've got, no, can't see it. I know what I can do. She says. Somewhere I've got, what do you call it, a palette. That was the word I was looking for, a palette. It must be on here. It must be. Never mind, I'll use here we go. I'll use this. This is almost clean. Right. And I think I'm going to go for some really vivid colours. So the Distress Spritz comes in a spray bottle and it's got ball bearing in, so you can hear that. But then you can also use it like a paint. So I'm going to get quite a fine brush to do this. So I sprayed it on there, and then I'm going to go around some of these bits of these rainbow type stamps. And I mean, if I hold that up under the thing, you can see the shimmer in it. It's very sparkly. I did give it a really good scrub the other week because, yeah, I'd found it covered in paint, and yeah, it needed cleaning. So I did clean it for once. I have another one which is not so clean. But, you know, that's what they're for. It's fine. I'm hoping this will dry equally as sparkly as it's looking, or more so. Yes, I've not actually said yet, but as you guys have taken the time to watch and are here, you get a heads up that the challenge, which starts on Saturday, the new challenge, is to have something that sparkles. Okay, and I know it's really hard to show it in a picture, because half the time the sparkle doesn't show, but as long as you don't, yeah, it's fine. I'm sure you will be able to tell me what products you've used that are sparkly. Right, so I think now I might just lift that up a second and just do a few splatters underneath with the leftover. A bit more. There we go. Right, so that's that one. And I'm looking at, because there's pink in the background there, there's also this orange in the background, so I need something orangey now. I've got a feeling, yes, we've got the spiced marmalade. So I will just give that a quick wipe so it doesn't run into the pink one. The pink one was the picked raspberry. Oh, this one's not, the ball bearing's not rolling yet. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Might have mixed the colours a bit there. I'm going to turn it round a bit so I can get at this side without putting my hand in anything. Ooh. Some of this is still a bit wet, so it's running a little bit, but that's okay. It all adds to the effect, doesn't it? Might give it a waft with the heat gun before I put the last colour on. And what I'll do, if I decide that this isn't vivid enough for what I'm looking for, I might try a different product on it once it's dry, I'll see. But I can always experiment. Right, I think that's all of it. There we go. I'll just do a few splatters. Okay, and then finally we'll have some blue on there. Just wash my brush a minute. Right, Uncharted Mariner, that'll do. I did say I was going to use the heat tool on it, wasn't I? And encourage it dry a bit. Never mind. A bit late now. Just 2 more bits. There we go. Oh, no, that one there hasn't got much on. There we go. Right. Okay, so I'm going to definitely now get the heat tool on it just to make sure it's dry. I'm just wafting it a bit, not staying too long in one place because I don't want to overcook the embossing on it. Now, I'll just go on the page underneath as well. Alright, nearly done. All we need now is a sentiment. I'm just going to hold that up and show you because I think that's rather nice. Subtle but not sparkly. Right, so we'll have a wordy sticker. Just wondering if there's one of the I'm looking at the autumn ones, but I don't know. Let's have a look what else we've got. What do we think? Any suggestions? How about love unconditionally? Or see, no regrets if you tried your hardest. I'm leaning towards that one actually. Or we could just have what a day. Any suggestions? Just checking that there's no comment. I'm not seeing comments. Nope. Shall we go for what a day then? Oh, no regrets. Alison says no regrets. We'll go with no regrets. Right, I'm going to trim these down a bit so they're not full length. I'm going to go for the whole lot if you tried your hardest. So I think the only other thing I'm going to do is some faux stitching. I'm going to lift that up because I'm not sure it's completely dry. Just put some white faux stitching around that sentiment. Okay. There we go. So it's just an idea of something that you could do to frame something and use up a page in your journal. Occasionally, you know, it's something nice to do. And you don't just have to, you can use your Inkaballs to do that sort of thing as well, to do the cutout with. I've not been as I've used things like easy frames mostly and stuff like that because they're relatively quick to do, but I do have this idea in my head that I want to use one of the mandalas at some point to do a cutout one. So thank you so much for joining me. There's a last look at the sparkle on that page there. If you want to start getting sparkly, I'm thinking Christmas cards, glitter. Sorry, did I mention the word? Yeah, then you can do that in November and win a prize for it as well. Yeah, so there you go. All right, thanks for joining me, and I will see you again in a couple of weeks' time. All right, bye.